well in the World League.
Yeah.
Armani, a little bit less so, but they're both really great players, as we know. Armani, he's got a really decent NMPZ track record, so if he can make it to that NMPZ game, he might have a good shot. But as you can see, Kapten's win rate, 76%.
Yep.
62% precision. He's just one of these really strong players so far. So Armani's got his work cut out for him here. Gonna be exciting for sure.
Definitely, and I was gonna say, I mean, I think part of what contributes to his win rate and accuracy in guessing is that he gets that extra amount of time to get his guesses in, because Kapten is a slower player, slower in the sense that he likes to take his time, likes to double check that he's on point with his locations, which has netted him 38 points so far in just 16 games. Really impressive, and with a win here, he would fly up into 7th, surpassing Finbar, so that'd be exactly what he wants. I would want to see, I know Armani is not a quick shot player in his own playstyle, but I would maybe like to see Armani try and up the pace a little bit to maybe try and see if he can catch up Kapten.
Yeah, definitely. And in moving up there, you
like
go.
That, just like that. Thank you, Armani, for proving me right. Even if this is just an Ireland plonk in round 1.
Yeah. I mean, Kapten, he's got, what, an 86.7% win rate in the moving games, so yeah, Armani's going to want to guess right away, just like that. Prevent him from getting that information.
Exactly. I had a chance to meet Kapten in DreamHack here in the winter, the show match, the duo show match that I had the pleasure of casting. And Kapten is just an all-around phenomenal guy. Really down to earth, super cool, and yeah, great guy to talk to. Obviously a guy who I think everyone had their eyes on coming into the World League, but not really knowing what to expect from him. But as you've said too, I mean, he's just on a really good track record. Yeah,
absolutely. And again, Armani, quick to guess in Kenya. He made his region guess, clicked once or twice, and he said, I'm done. I'm going.
Micro adjustments from Kapten will move him actually further away from the location, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. 26 damage. I mean, I will say we have seen tournaments be won by less than 26 health, so you can't always just go 26 out of 6,000 is nothing. Well, it might not be, but it could be in the exact moment you don't want it to be. So 26 damage done in this round as we go for a small break once again. Trying to get round 3 started as fast as possible. Not sure if the servers are maybe having a hard time keeping up with all these insane guesses. There we go. Ooh, what are we looking at here?
So this is going to be Nigeria in this sort of low-quality camera that Google covered certain parts of the country with. And yeah, they're not going to spend any time looking at that atrocity.
Skip. But even then, I mean, a small kind of let's just get it over with round that still loses Kapten 1,000 health. This is kind of exactly what Armani wants, you know, force those quick plays in. As you say, don't give him the time to figure things out. So we have ourselves a city sign. Armani instantly looks towards Zagreb. What are you thinking?
Yeah, should be Croatia with those yellow signs. And again, this is a round where Kapten can definitely do really well. He can get that information. Armani, he's looking for the town right now.
Maybe he has an inkling of exactly where he's looking, but nope. I think that's his playstyle here. He looks for it, goes, I can't find it, great, let's just get a good guess in. Like, regionally, we're on point. Let's not give Kapten more time to find that exact info. But a Kapten doing 360s in the open fields, I don't think he has the exact whereabouts either. And no, neither of them do. No damage come through on this one.
Pretty good region guesses from both. That eastern area of Croatia is very flat. Looks kind of like Serbia.
There you go.
Solid stuff.
Solid indeed. What do we have to work with here?
Well, this is fun. Looks like home base for me, United States.
You know what? I'm going to lean back. I'm going to let you take this entire round.
Okay, my first thought was this is just in Missoula, Montana. I might be wrong. It kind of looks like the coverage there. But we'll see. Somewhere in the mountain west, I would say for sure. These houses, I think you can see mountains. I hope.
It does look like mountains. Or is it just clouds that are very saturated? Nah, it did look like mountains. Or at least tall hills.
Kapten went Missoula, so you know what? I'm happy with my shot out there.
There you go.
See if it's right.
There you go. Now we get some signs in there as well. Big mountain. Thank you for rubbing that in the Danish guy's face, I suppose. As we look towards Montana, both of them in and around there, and both of them gonna be, well, on top of one another, but equally far from the exact location. Close though, nonetheless.
Yeah, I think there were, at the last minute, there's some signs for Whitefish, that city up north in Montana. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Both going Missoula. That's a safe hedge in that coverage for sure.
Oh, another beautiful location. Very contrastful with the oranges and the green.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. It's going to be Spain with those signs on Armani's screen. And he's got the road number as well. Didn't see exactly what it was, but...
How far down the road do you care to go in a round like this? Like, are you hoping for the random roundabout that comes up now? You have Kapten with info on the road as well. CR 5004.
Yeah, so in this he
actually
actually might, yeah, CR
actually
for...
have it.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Yeah, in this
Armani
kind of
does
Spain
it.
round. Oh, man.
Armani was the first to find the info, but couldn't quite make use of it, at least not initially. Oh, just a bit further south, but still, again, around where Kapten give him those extra 10 seconds to get the info, and he will get exactly that now. Game practically tied. Both of them almost at 5k health still, coming into round 7. They're playing incredibly well right now.
Yeah, this has been a great match so far. Armani holding out. And we're going to be back in Europe. Let's see what they can do. Looks like it is going to be France.
French text does help. Into Paris. Kapten's defaulting, or maybe he knows something.
He's maybe got the area code or something on that sign there. Etreshi might be the town.
Could be, let's see, right in between them. Almost identical distance to the exact location. 30. I mean, these guys, I mean, even when they're wrong together. You know, it's kind of amazing to follow. Again, they're 2 points apart coming into round number 8.
And back in the United States, a much more rural location here. Middle of the cornfields. I like Armani going Illinois. This could definitely be Illinois. Yeah, if you see on Kapten's screen there, the street signs with like that numbered grid, that's really Illinois, Indiana type of thing to do.
Let's see, they're both in Illinois. So far, Kapten's a bit further towards the eastern border, and he's going to be the one closer. Armani was the first one to get the guess on in, but it's not going to be him to hit home. 2,500 damage coming through, and at a crucial time as well. As we get into round 9 for Armani now, he really wants to try and tie things back up in order to stay afloat in round 10.
And Russia is going to be quite the place to try and do it in.
5 times multipliers in Russia. That's dangerous territory.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Armani can definitely get a huge blow on Kapten and turn it around, take the win.
He's going to be faster again, going with the vibes.
I like the region guess. I see the vision.
Oh, is Kapten all the way east?
Oh, my goodness.
This is going to be game. What's happening? It's in between them again! Wow, but more importantly, it's Armani right. I don't think he knew initially who was right or who was wrong, but they were both equally far off. They really do go hand in hand all the way through, and now we're here in round 10, 400 points apart.
My goodness, you could see it on Armani's face there in the webcam. He was shocked. He was so happy to get that huge blow. And Australia, country of the day so far today.
Yeah. Definitely has been. Swan Bank. Not sure if that's going to give them the intel they're looking for. Yet another sign saying the same thing. What are you thinking regional-wise here?
Regional, I'm thinking this is going to be east in the hills in the green parts. Yeah, can't get a... Yeah, I like the southern Queensland. Somewhere in that sort of northern New South Wales, southern Queensland.
Kapten currently sat just north of Brisbane. We'll see if Armani's going to follow suit. 10 seconds left to play. This is round 10, so whoever ends this round with more health remaining will be the victor of the moving game. Armani, so far, just over 400 points ahead. Has to get his guess on in. They will both be out towards the eastern coast, and it's going to be Armani closer, able to bring it home in Australia.
Wow.
Huge
Impressive
round.
turnaround.
I mean, it was really just those last 2 rounds. Russia into Australia. I mean, what more could you hope for, too, being behind by 2,000 or 3,000 points?
Yeah, to get those big countries and to out-hedge Kapten, that's got to be such a good feeling, using the multipliers to your advantage. And defeating Kapten, one of the best moving players so far in the World League.
Well, We'll see if that momentum can net him 3 points. Or if Kapten is going to strike back here. At least for Armani being down the overall leaderboard right now by a bit. It's a good 1 point to get yourself guaranteed.
Definitely is. Definitely is.
What are we
and we find ourselves...
Yeah, Germany. I was thinking, I mean, in a weird world, this could be Denmark. We don't get a lot of these dirt roads, and if we do, I don't think a lot of them have coverage in Denmark. But I like the idea of it. It's rare that I can actually contribute with anything to the analytical part of this, but that's what I can do.
Yeah, I definitely like this area. I think Armani, he's hedging for Germany and Sweden right now, which I definitely agree with. Yeah, you do get some areas in Sweden.
You know what the hedge between Germany and Sweden is? It's Denmark.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Could be Poland, I suppose. Like northern Poland, maybe? I don't know if they have pines there. I've never been, but let's see. Going into the Baltics.
Kapten's Germany. Armani's hedging in the sea.
Bit of distance in between the two. Let's see what it's gonna be. Could be multiple places, and it's gonna be in Germany. Armani went swimming, and it's gonna cost him 1,100 points in round 1.
Yeah, that's maybe a case of don't second guess yourself. Armani had the Germany region guess, and then he went for a swim, as you said. Didn't work out.
Dangerous. As we now go, is this our first? I guess we went Guatemala, but this is gonna be our first like South America proper round as we go into Peru.
I love the region guess here from both players. That high elevation lake by Union. Yeah, great stuff.
Had they spent 15 more seconds here, this would have been a 10K.
Absolutely.
We're both,
yeah.
They both found the lake. They both instantly knew the approximate location. Just didn't feel like spending the additional time to try and line it up fully. As we get ourselves a fire truck and Ibapa. I'm not sure where that is.
That's an interesting round. I think on the fire truck that said something about tribe, so some sort of Native American reservation, I would assume.
Keep in mind that it is no move, so they're locked in place here in the parking lot. The gravel track next to this fire truck. Looking at reservations right now is what Kapten is doing.
Yeah, he's scanning for those. I don't think I've... It's a Go Shoot tribe. I'm not too familiar with where that's going to be.
Maybe in
20
chat.
seconds left.
Maybe there's a member of the Ibapa reservation that can tell us exactly where it is. Share some stories of how lovely the area is. As we have Armani going up towards Utah, or actually almost center Utah. We have Kapten all the way down the border between Arizona and New Mexico. Let's see what's going to happen. It is going to be Armani closer. It's going to be on the border of Utah and Nevada. And 2,500 damage. Armani is looking to get 3 points off of this matchup.
Yeah, that was a really nice guess from Armani. The foliage makes much more sense to be that part of Utah where Kapten went. It's a bit more red. But yeah, really good stuff, Armani.
Definitely.
Making a run for the win.
Blue chevrons here. I don't feel like you see those too often. Are they unique to a specific area?
Oh, did we? Oh, I didn't. Oh, that is interesting, yeah. Not sure I've ever seen. And I do like that northern Spain guess. If we did have blue chevrons, that is a Spanish thing. France will have them too.
Let's see. Where are we?
Oh.
Right on the border, I guess. That's where you're supposed to get the hedge in it. Oh, Armani, he was ahead for a bit. But Kapten strikes back immediately after.
Yeah, unfortunate region guessing there from Armani. He's not happy with it.
Yeah. He knew he had the game pretty... I mean, obviously you're not locked in when you still have 3,400 health left on the side of Kapten. Armani couldn't call it already, but still, when you get a chance to get ahead of Kapten, you want to be able to maintain that lead, as now both of these players look to go towards Bangladesh.
Bangladesh makes a lot of sense with this kind of road, this foliage and landscape. A bit tough. Don't have too many buildings nearby. It's going to come down to just knowing your agricultural meta within Bangladesh. That is something people have studied a lot, is like the different crops throughout the country of distribution. It's very interesting.
You like to think that you study stuff sometimes that you're never going to get a chance to make use of. But here they do. The one with the better crop knowledge of Bangladesh comes out victorious. And it's going to be Kapten. And now sat 2,400 health ahead. He was the one down by the same margin just a couple of rounds ago. But now here in round 6, Armani is the one on the chopping block.
Yeah, just shows you how fast things can turn around with these multipliers. We've landed ourselves in Mexico with these octagon-shaped poles you can see on Armani's screen.
Well, where are we?
The coastal Veracruz kind of area, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The types of palm trees we have in these buildings, yeah. Kapten thinking about the Yucatan Peninsula.
3.5 times multiplier in a pretty decent-sized country. Could hurt a lot, especially if you're Armani. 1,000 health won't get you very far if you're off just by a single region.
Yeah, this is a critical round. I like both of their thoughts here.
Yeah. I think the time is going to run all the way out here, too. Don't think any of them are going to try and get the luck in. See if there's anything you've missed. Unfortunately, you find yourself on the one road that doesn't really have any clear street sign information. All you can see is the back of it. Now let's see if Armani is going to stay afloat. He will not. I would have to imagine it's going to be game with this one. Indeed, it will be. It's 3,000 damage done. We are going into an NPC.
Yeah, Kapten turned it around. He was down a little bit there, but brought it back. And now we get the NPC. I'm excited for this one. I do
who do you have coming out victorious? I know it's sometimes impossible to tell, but I like to think they've played a very even game.
Yeah, I think they both have just about the same NPC track record right now. About 2/3 of their games won.
Wow.
We've seen it from both players so far that they're neck and neck. They're tied up.
Wow.
So it all comes down to this.
What are you seeing here? So, Armani looks initially... I mean, he's obviously not going to go out in the middle of the ocean. But he's going up towards Mexico. We have Kapten further down towards Peru. Now he's going towards Peru as well.
Yeah, it should be Peru with that really big mountain contrasted with the crops like this.
Okay.
I like that coastal idea, sort of more north. Yeah, by Chimbote.
Again, this is all they get, a still image. All they can do is zoom by taking their literal faces closer to their monitors. Let's see who's gonna get it. Oh, Armani looking towards Oman. Please don't, my friend. I mean, you can. If you're gonna be right, that's gonna be insane. But no, up to stay in Peru, just messing a bit with the sanity of the viewers. There's 1,000 damage taken from the side of Armani. I feel like in an NPC round, you can't really be too upset in a round like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Not the worst outcome at all.
Wow.
But yeah, good region guessing from Kapten.
These rounds are absolutely savage. Not a whole lot to go by, but I guess for some GeoGuessr players, sometimes nothing is better than something in terms of information. Yeah,
this is definitely going to be Kazakhstan with this landscape. And a fairly straightforward, I don't want to say too straightforward country to region guess, but I like this sort of general area they're in.
Yeah. Both out towards the east. They're both gonna be off. This is the thing. I mean, obviously an NPC will do this to you sometimes, but this is the thing. Like that's the one round. They're both gonna look. Whoever wins is gonna look back on this round in particular and go, "Oh, had I won that Kazakh round in round 2, that could have been me winning the whole game." Because it's rare that you get your opponent off by that margin.
And right as I say, it's a straightforward country to region guess that happens. Unfortunate for them, but they move on.
They do indeed. Gotta be able to reset. Full mind reset coming into the next one as they're now sat somewhat even around 5,000 here in round 3. What are you thinking? They're both looking seemingly around France. Can't really tell. Kapten hasn't really locked in on a country yet.
This is really tricky round. I'm right there with them. It's somewhere in Europe, somewhere kind of north.
Getting some housing in the distance. It's definitely not...
Man, yeah, this is one of those rounds where it's hard to tell, even for the pros.
Do they have rocks like that in northern Germany? I don't know if they do.
I'm honestly very lost here.
Poland,
let's see what it is.
Kapten, Norway for Armani. This is going to be a big round regardless of who's going to be right. It is going to be Norway. The northern part of it too. 1,100 kilometers off and 3,000 damage done. And this is the round. This is why I was mentioning it before. Had Armani been closer in that Kazakhstan round, he would have won the game here already. But still, a huge blow done to Kapten. And Armani really want to get those 2 points home.
We find ourselves in Argentina now, another big country, another one where people have gotten really good at the region guesses, even NMPZ, and they're in really different areas right now.
They definitely
Kapten's
are.
very south.
Kapten want to turn this one around. It's only 2.5 times multiplier, so shouldn't be GG, but then again, Argentina's a pretty enough country that it could happen.
Yeah, if one of them's right on it. I don't know that I like Armani's guess. Maybe he knows something I don't. I think Kapten's a bit better here. But again, a really tough one.
Let's see. It's going to be south. Or is it going to be north? Who's going to get it? It's going to be right. Or somewhat in between him. But Armani is going to be the one closer. And that should be enough indeed. It will be. And Armani, in upset fashion, able to take the win against Kapten.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Armani really just held out today against a really tough opponent. Proved that he has what it takes. In the NMPZ, he has that 66.7% win ratio. It's going